Less than 2 months on from the state election, Barry O'Farrell is facing the biggest test of his premiership so far. At issue is the government's move to slash subsidies for more than 100,000 households that signed up for the solar bonus scheme. The minor parties are considering joining forces with Labor to block the changes, and the Premier's even facing a revolt from members of his own team. Mark Tobin reports.
When it comes to the government's plan to slash subsidies for the solar bonus scheme, the public has spoken.
I think every member's received a flood of complaints, and you wouldn't be surprised that in my part of the world there were a few investors in the scheme.
Facing a cost blowout, Barry O'Farrell wants to change the law, cutting the solar subsidy from 60 to 40 cents per kilowatt hour. But the plan could be scuttled in the upper house. Fred Niles' Christian Democrats and the Shooters and Fishers Party say they're deeply concerned and they're considering blocking the changes.
Well, I'm going to sit down with them. I'm going to explain what the details of the scheme are in terms of the blowouts and the like.
It's not just the opposition and minor parties worried about the solar bonus windback. There's growing dissent about the moving coalition ranks. One Liberal MP's written an angry letter to the Premier saying the government's betrayed its constituents over the issue. In the letter, the Upper House MP Catherine Cusack says any retrospective legislation to alter contracts is unprecedented and repugnant. Other government MPs are also worried.
I share their concerns. What can I do? I take it to the Minister, I press the case and hope that there may be some form of compromise reached.
Barry O'Farrell has a backbench revolt on his hands in the first 6 weeks of his premiership because he's broken one of his key election commitments.
The Premier says there won't be repercussions for the MPs who have spoken out.
No, look, members of our party are entitled to have these views. We operate robustly and democratically within our party room.
And if this week's anything to go by, keeping those views in the party room may be the Premier's next challenge. Mark Tobin, ABC News.